everyone, welcome to your fun moves. Today we'll be focusing on a really fun plyometric and power focused workout. We're gonna be focusing on like reactivity, muscle stiffness and tendon stiffness. So think bouncing, hopping around. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think this workout's gonna be pretty hard, but I hope in a good way. I hope it challenges you, you have fun, maybe you do some new things, you move around. As far as equipment goes, you're definitely gonna need some space to safely move around. As far as dumbbells go, I'd challenge you to grab something that you'd feel comfortable holding on to do some heavier loaded goblet squats. And then we're also going to be working in a kneeling position, going with some overhead push pressing. Okay, and I will provide kind of a couple options for that, and that's all you're gonna necessarily need weights for. So whenever you're ready, let's all get started. Quick little warm up. We're gonna come into a half kneeling position. We're gonna go left knee down, right leg forward. Now I want you to bring your heel back just a little bit more than if you were just to do like a regular half kneeling. We're gonna try to get into some ankle mobility, so getting the knee over top of the toe. Whee. Good. Once you sort of find that end range for you, hold for a second. You might get a little stretch into the calf, ankle. You're going to shift that weight back, open up that leg to the side. We're getting into our hips. Hold a little bit longer than you want to, shift the weight back, and then you're going to go back into that ankle rock. So we're going to alternate side to side, sort of ankle rock, not sorry side to side, but movement wise, we're going from that ankle to that hip rock. We're here for 45 seconds on this side, and then we'll switch to the other side. Nice, getting a little bit of mobility for the hips, the ankles, calves before we kind of get moving. Good, once you sort of feel like you've evened out, the ankle rock to the hip rock, we'll switch to the other side. So bringing the other knee down, bringing heel back, trying to get that knee forward. Make sure that we keep the foot flat on the floor so we're getting that ankle dorsiflexion, so that nice good bend into the ankle. Open up to the side hip. Rock. Nice, everyone. This will be quite possibly the chillest thing that we are going to do this entire workout, so I would say enjoy it. Although I think this workout's gonna be really fun. I'm super excited about it. I should have opened my door in preparation for how sweaty I think I'm gonna get, but we can be in this together. Okay, 10 more seconds, and we're gonna come up to standing, and we're gonna work with some more dynamic movements. Good, and 3, 2, 1, we're gonna come up to standing. You're gonna come to stand at the very back of your mat. We're gonna bring our left leg forward onto that heel, a little sweep down into that hamstring, couple little steps forward, other side. So we're just gonna work our way all the way to the front of our mat. You can take a couple steps. You may not have a ton of room. Once you get to the end, wherever you are, just bring it back. We're gonna be here for a whole minute. Good, keeping a little softness in both the knees, so just a little bit of a bend. Whee. Nice, everyone, we'll go for 15 more seconds here. We're just gonna go through all these movements once, so we won't be repeating these ones. Good, we're gonna stay sort of with the dynamic movements, moving with it in 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna grab one knee, give a nice big hug up towards your chest, and then you're gonna grab onto your ankle, a little hip rotation. Take a step, other side. So you're gonna give that knee a big hug, really push standing leg into the ground, grab onto that ankle, a little hip rotation, and put it down. 45 seconds here. Nice, everyone, 15 more seconds there. No sort of right or wrong with this one. If you're kind of like, oh, I just want to stay here. You kind of want to bend into it, lean into it, whatever. Feels good. Good, in 3, 2, 1. You can come wherever you want on your mat. We're gonna bring our feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, toes on that slight angle out, hands are gonna come onto your thighs. Slide them down your legs, grab onto your toes, pull your butt into your squat. Spend as much time down here as you want, pushing elbows into the knees. You can rock side to side, whatever feels good. Eventually grabbing onto those toes, sending your hips back up towards the ceiling. You can kind of use your toes as a bit of traction to kind of like, lean into it a little bit if you want. Eventually pulling yourself back down. Good, you can take your stance as wide as you need. Again, spending as much time down here as you want. If you want to add like a little side rotation, you can if that feels good. Again, feel free, move however feels good for you. Ooh. Nice, everyone. This is going to be our last little bit of mobility, so please enjoy it. You got 10 more seconds. We're gonna come into a side plank. Good, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's come down to our left forearm. We're gonna start with our legs straight out. That left elbow right underneath the shoulder, legs straight out. Okay, from here, we're gonna push that forearm into the ground. We're lifting through that left side, bending your left knee up underneath you. Hips are going to lift up, imagining like you're between two planes of glass here. So we're not sort of sinking back. We're shifting those hips so that we're a nice straight line. From here, you're gonna lower your right leg down and lift it back up. Now, the goal here isn't to change the shape of your hips up to your shoulders. It's just that right leg lowering and lifting, getting into that leg abduction. So bringing that leg away from the midline up at the top. We're only doing this once. Quick little warm up for the shoulders, core, glutes. You've got 10 more seconds here. We'll do the same thing on the other side. 3, 2, 1, other side, dropping down to that right forearm. Let's get set up. Quality positioning here. Starting with those legs straight, elbow underneath that shoulder, push the floor away, feel that connection through that right side. Bend that right knee, hips come up. Make sure we're between two planes of glass, and we lift that left leg up and back down. Nice, everyone. We're gonna move on to some plyometric, so hopping around. We'll sort of add some progressions as we move. Good, in 3, 2, 1, nice work. Coming up to standing, we're gonna start with our hands on our hips, and all we're gonna do is just add some light hopping. You could take this intensity, think like, I don't know, like 4 out of 10, pretty easy going. You're just hopping on the spot, getting comfortable. If you want, take it on your mat, not on your mat, whatever feels most comfortable. Nice. All right, now we're gonna play around with taking our hands away from our hips and adding a little bit more momentum. Use those arms to help bring you up off the ground. Really think about pushing your feet into the floor, toes up towards the ceiling. We're gonna take a quick little rest. Hit 3, 2, 1. Nice work. All right. Now from here, we're gonna come into a split stance, right leg forward, left leg back. We're gonna keep with that momentum of the arms, and we're just hopping on that right leg. Well, left leg too, but we're thinking about pushing off right leg. Pretty lower intensity here. Good, 3, 2, 1, quick little rest. Other side, we're gonna have left leg forward, right leg back. This will surprisingly get your heart rate up. Okay, whenever you're ready, we're on that left side. Good, in 3, 2, 1, take a quick little rest. We're gonna go through those 2 more times. We'll add option for some progressions or just to simply stay where we were. Whew. Okay, we're gonna go back to that pogo hop, so both legs, but we're gonna take away the one with the hands on the hips. We're just gonna work with arms propelling you forward. We'll take a little bit more of a rest in between each round. If you wanna add a bit more intensity, think about working at like, I don't know, like a 5, 6 out of 10. Go for it in 3, 2, 1, we're here for 15 seconds. Think about pulling your toes up towards the ceiling. using as much propulsion of your arms to help you up. Good, we'll rest in 3, 2, and 1, nice work. Quick little rest. We're gonna go back into that split stance. Right leg forward, left leg back. All right, in 3, 2, 1, go for it. Good, 3, 2, 1, rest. Left leg forward, right leg back. Now, because we didn't do the hands on the hips variation, we're gonna add a different one or a new progression for round 2. In 3, 2, 1, left leg forward. Think about pushing off. If they're particularly left side, you will feel right side too, obviously, but just getting used to that split stance. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, now we're gonna get comfortable switching from one leg to the other. It's gonna look like this. Right, left, right, left. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, whenever you're ready. We will build onto this one. Good, in 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice, okay. We get to go through that one more time. We're gonna go back to that pogo hop. I'd say still work 5 to 6 out of 10. This doesn't need to be the hardest thing that you're going to do today. All right, if I can challenge you to think about one thing, can you think about really pushing off the toes, bringing toes up towards the ceiling? All right, in 3, 2, 1. So instead of it being like this, can we think toes up? Good, in 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, instead of our split stance, we're gonna kind of combine the two. We're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. In 3, 2, 1. So 2 hops per side. Good, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we finish it off. We're now gonna turn it into a full lateral hop, taking it as quick, as fast as you can. 3, 2, 1, go for it. Trying to spring off that foot quick. I'm not doing a very good job. My body's feeling slow today. Good, 3, 2, and 1, rest there. Nice work, everyone. Okay, we get to move on from that. Is your heart rate up? Are you a little sweaty? I am, you can hear me huffing and puffing a little bit. We're gonna move on to our more sort of power focused section of our workout. It's gonna seem a little simple, maybe a little bit boring, but I promise you it's going to build and it's going to make sense when we kind of get to the end of this workout. So we're gonna be working with some jump squats. I'm gonna give you a couple options here. 6 is gonna be your number. We get a whole minute to rest after. So the goal is for you to go as hard as you feel comfortable today in that 6 reps. Our jump squats, we sit into that squat, arms behind us. We use the propulsion of our arms and our hips to help us jump up as high as we can. So we load into that squat, big up, land, reset. Each rep has to be high quality. We sit into that squat, big jump up, land, and up. If jumping like that is not there for you today, that's okay. You can work on absorbing the power. So we go down, come up onto the toes, you're gonna catch yourself. Stand up, so no problem. You're coming up on the toes and down. All right, 6 reps there. You're going as hard as feels comfortable for you. We get a full minute to rest. In 3, 2, 1, let's go for it. Reset in between each round. Nice. Okay, we got a whole minute to rest. This might seem tedious, I know. You're probably used to being like, okay, well, let's move on to the next thing. We're gonna take that rest, that each time we get to this, we're doing 3 rounds, so 2 more. You feel recovered enough so that you can give it your all every time we get back to it. Whew. All right. So remember, if adding that full jump is not there for you today, doesn't feel great, maybe you're trying to make a little less noise, you can just work on absorbing the force with the toes up and catching yourself. Nice, everyone, 15 more seconds to rest here. Take it, walk around. Your heart rate is gonna come back down. That's okay, that is the point. All right, this is your second round. You know the movement now. Maybe you can give it like a good 8 to 9 out of 10, yeah? All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's go for it. Whew. Take a rest. We do one more round. How does that feel? Okay. Whew. So after this, we'll move into some more strength work. We'll be working with some push pressing and some squats. Take that rest, have a sip of water if you need it. Avoid looking at your phone and getting distracted. This is your time. Okay, 20 seconds, one last round. Now you know it now. You know your body's warmed up. Maybe feel a little more comfortable with it. Can you try to jump as high as you can? Thinking about the propulsion of your arms, your hips, your ankles, everything helping you jump up as high as you can. You ready for it? Last round in 3, 2, 1. Let's finish off those 6 with quality. Nice work. Okay, we got a whole minute to rest. I'm gonna explain what we're gonna do next. I'm like, what weight do I want to use? We are doing 3 rounds of this too. Okay. I could definitely do heavier, I'm gonna say that. So don't grab what I'm using. I could definitely go heavier, but I got stuff to do. I have more workouts to do. Okay. You're going to need something for your squats. I want this to challenge you. I want this to feel hard. We'll be working for time, 45 seconds. That will give you enough time to do 6 to 8-ish reps, quality reps. We'll be working with squats and push presses. We're gonna take a little rest in between each movement so that we have time to get to each one with a little bit of a refresh, all right? Our first movement is going to be our goblet squat, working with a little bit of power. So we're gonna add a little bit of control as we lower. I'm gonna show you and then we're gonna get into it. Feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. We're pulling ourselves into that squat, letting those knees come forward. Small pause, exhale, we drive with the legs. Our next movement is going to be a push press. I'm gonna give you a couple options. This might be dependent on what kind of weights you have. I would love to see you doing this from a kneeling position, pushing straight up. So we're working full power of that upper body. If your weights are pretty heavy and you feel like you just need a little help of your lower body, you can bring it to a standing position. Those are our 2 movements. 45 seconds, both of them. We're gonna start with those squats. So whenever you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, let's go for it. You do get that rest in between each one. With that squat, letting those knees come forward, small pause. Exhale, powerful drive up. 10 more seconds. Good, and 3, 2, 1. Take a breather, we're going into that overhead push press. So remember, from that kneeling position, you'll be more strict, just using upper body strength and power. If you need a little help from your lower body, maybe you just feel quite tight in your shoulders, standing might feel more comfortable for you. All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's go for it. Tight grip on those weights. If you're in that kneeling position or standing, we lock in the rib cage. Exhale, big press. Pull the weights back down. Good, and 3, 2, 1, take a rest. Okay, that was our first round. How did that feel? Okay, we're moving on to round 2. Remember, letting those knees come forward. We did those ankle rocks in our mobility. We want to let those knees come forward. It'll help you drop straight down. Think if you don't let those knees come forward, you kind of get stuck in almost like a deadlift-like position. All right, round 2, 45 seconds, and 3, 2, 1, go for it. Starting with those goblet squats. Work with that little bit of control to lower yourself down. Small pause, exhale, drive up. If you want to work with something a little bit heavier for your second round, by all means, go for it. We want that good challenge today. In 3, 2, 1, quick little rest. Moving into those overhead presses or push presses, kneeling or standing. You know what, I think I'm gonna do mine standing today, everyone. I just feel a little bit better for my body. All right, in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Remember, kneeling will be a little bit more strict on the upper body. In 4, 3, 2, 1, take that rest. Whew. Okay, one more round. I encourage you, if you have the option, can you maybe add a little bit more weight with those kneeling presses if being down on the ground, you know, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna get stuck here. If standing is gonna give you that little bit more confidence to get those weights up, go for it. I'd rather see you move fewer reps, maybe see if you can push yourself a little bit more if you have the option. You also can stay exactly where you are. All right, here we go, last round. 3, 2, 1. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, final round of our push presses. We got one little thing to finish with at the end. It's not that little, but I'm gonna say that makes you feel better. It'll be fun. In 3, 2, 1, let's finish off our push presses, everyone. 15 more seconds, finish off strong here. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, everybody. All right, how was that? Hopefully not so bad. Okay, we're moving on. We have 2 movements that we're gonna be alternating back and forth from 30 seconds of both of the movements. We won't be taking any rests in between. The goal is to sort of stay moving throughout the whole time. Our first one, I'm gonna give you 2 options. Option 1 is gonna be an alternating step back lunge. You can work body weight. If you're feeling like, oh, you want a little more spice today, you're gonna work with an alternating jump lunge, using those arms like we did with the plyometrics to hop us up. Okay, movement 2, we're gonna hold a little bit of a hollow hold, crunching up, alternating which leg is extending out while we hold ourselves up. So whenever you're ready, let's get started with those lunges. We got 30 seconds, 3 times through this, in 3, 2, 1, let's have at it. You can go alternating step back or add that jump if you want. We are here for 30 seconds, which I can already tell I'm regretting my decision to make them jumping. 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that was hard. I told you it was gonna be hard. All right, holding the little hollow hold. Exhale up. You can take hands behind the head if you feel like a little too much tension. If a straight leg doesn't work for you, feel free to drop the heel instead. All right, we're going right back into those lunges. Don't think about it. Round 2 and 3, 2, 1, let's go. Right into it, round 2. Stepping back, or adding that jump. Holy crap. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, everyone. That might have been one of the most genuine holy shits of my entire life, not gonna lie. All right, bring it up into that small little crunch, finding that hollow hold. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, pull it back up. We're here for 30 seconds. We got 1 more round after this. Thank goodness. 10 more seconds here, everyone. Let's bring it right back up into those lunges. I'm not gonna think about it too much. Going right into it in 3, 2, 1. Final minute of work here. You've made it this far. We're halfway. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's finish off that hollow hold with our leg extensions. Final 30 seconds here. Halfway, final 15 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, everyone. Whew. That was really hard. Honestly, those jump lunges, if you were in there with me with those, that was tough stuff. Okay, I need you to come into a half kneeling position, and we're just gonna go into some nice little hip rocks. So shifting into that left hip, that right leg is forward. If your other leg around, that's okay. If your heart rate is still quite high, feel free to have a little walk around. Put pause on this. Come back to this when you feel ready. Nice, let's bring that right leg out to the side, kind of similar to how we warmed up. Getting that heart rate back down. That was a tough one, everyone. I'd love to know what you thought of that one. I know like those sort of longer rests can feel a bit tedious. But again, they are intentional. There's a reason behind it. Nice. Then from here, you're gonna need to bring your hands out down to the ground. Right leg kickstands out to the side. You're just gonna pull your butt back towards that left heel and forward. Nice, and 4, 3, 2, 1, other side. So we're gonna go right knee down, left leg forward. If you did this whole thing on the other side, that's okay. Just a couple little hip rocks, forward and back here. If it feels good to like reach up, lean, bend, whatever you wanna do, you can add a little reach. No right or wrong, whatever feels good. Good, and let's bring that left leg out to the side. Nice, couple more there and then we'll go into that adductor rock. Good, hands down to the ground, left leg out to the side, pulling your butt back from there. Nice, everyone. From there, you're gonna bring your left knee down to sort of meet the right side. You're in your all fours, you're gonna push back into a downward dog, pulling your chest back towards your thighs, whatever feels good, kind of pedaling out the feet. You could also push back into a child's pose if you're like, I've got a downward dog in me. And then whenever you're ready, walking your hands back towards your toes or back towards your knees. Slowly rolling yourself up from there, and you are all done, everybody. Thank you so much for choosing to move your body with me today. If you have any questions, comments, feedback about that workout, always feel free to drop me a little comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, have a great rest of your day. Bye.